Hi guys. So I'm going to keep going with our Henry and Mudge story. I just want to read this next chapter to you because it really focuses on the two main characters, okay? This one's called Mudge. Mudge loved Henry's room. He loved the dirty socks. He loved the stuffed bear. He loved the fish tank. But mostly he loved Henry's bed. So when you hear this, story, what are you thinking about? If you guessed details, then you're right. Because I noticed as I was reading these two pages that the writer does a lot of good describing in detail. They tell us one, two, three, four things that Mudge loves about Henry. And they're also going into really descriptive detail with describing words, not just that he loves Henry's socks, which is a little, funny, right? But he loves his dirty socks. So that's a good example of using details. That's something you can do in your writing. Here's some pictures to show you how much Mudge really loves his owner, Henry. They have a great bond. Because in Henry's bed was Henry. Mudge loved to climb in with Henry. Then he loved to smell him. How many of you have a dog? Does your dog love your smell? He smelled his lemony hair. He smelled his milky mouth. He smelled his soapy ears. And he smelled his chocolate fingers. So again, there's the descriptive words there that really make the story more exciting to read. Then he put his head by Henry's head. He looked at the fish tank. He looked at the bear. He looked at Henry. He licked him, and he fell asleep. So, what do you think about Mudge? What kind of a character is he? Is he a kind and loving character? That's what I'm thinking. Pretty cool chapter. All right, I'm going to keep going with the next chapter. The next chapter is called Mudge. One day, Mudge took a walk without Henry. The sun was shining, the birds were flying, and the grass smelled sweet. Mudge couldn't wait for Henry, so he left. Are you imagining an adventure? Think about our steps to writing our fiction stories here, right? Our characters might be heading into maybe a problem. What do you think? He went down one road, sniffing the bushes, and then he went down another road, kicking up the dust. He went through a field, across a stream, and into some pine trees. And when he came out on the other side, he was lost. Oh my goodness. So this is kind of an important page. Think about this. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? This is the problem, right? This is what's happening in our story. This is the problem. So when you do your writing, you might think about a problem that could happen to your character that's similar to this, right? Mudge is lost. That's our problem. He couldn't smell Henry's scent anymore. He couldn't smell his front porch. He couldn't smell the street that he lived on. Mudge looked all around and didn't see anything or anyone that he knew. He whined a little, alone, without Henry. Then he lay down, alone, without Henry. He missed Henry's bed. So the writer is telling us in great detail all the feelings that Mudge has when he's lost, right? This is good explaining of how he feels. All right, so tomorrow I'll read the next chapter to you. We'll see what happens. Make a prediction. Are you thinking that Henry looks sad here? Because I am.